name's Robin. I've been working with SeeBeyondBorders since the beginning of 2015, and in my time here I've been focused on strategic development for the Cambodian organisation and the organisation as a whole, and helping to mentor and work with the management team here on improving their planning processes and their reporting back internally but also externally to our donors.
I'm planning on developing a communication strategy that's hopefully going to refine the way that we talk about SeeBeyondBorders externally and build the profile, build the brand.
So I have been working here in the program management role, so managing the Getting to Schools and Better Schools programs, but a large part of that has been really working with the staff to build their capacity.
So I'm the finance manager, or volunteer position as finance manager in SeeBeyondBorders. I mainly look after the finances, as you would, making sure that the reporting to donors are accurate and reports to the managers occur on a timely basis.
I've been working as a communication officer for 2 months. I've been mostly in charge of making videos for our website and our social media, and I've also helped a bit developing the communication strategy.
I'm going to be a project coordinator as an international volunteer. So I'll be working with a small team of international volunteers, but as well as the local staff to make sure that the programs for the Getting to Schools program and the Better Schools program are running in the way that we need them to.
Okay. The first thing that we did yesterday was go and visit 4 of the schools nearby, and that was a really good induction to how SeeBeyondBorders works, their kind of philosophy and how they like to work with the mentors and the schools in the area. And it seems like there's a fantastic opportunity to communicate about SeeBeyondBorders and the exciting work that it's doing, and there's already a huge amount of groundwork that's been laid by former volunteers. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to taking that work forward.
Saw a teacher workshop, which I was really impressed by. I said to Kate Ned actually that if that teacher had been observed by an Ofsted inspector in England, then she would have got a very high score, because she had great presence in front of the classroom, all her students were engaged, she was using lots of different resources. She got the kids doing things in small groups as well as standing at the front, and big groups, so huge range of teaching techniques, so it was really good.
I was really lucky to come during a project week because I had an opportunity to see what SeeBeyondBorders does on the field. And I had a chance to help painting schools, planting trees and holding sports events for kids. So it was really good to see what the organisation does, but at the same time to realise that the best way I could contribute was with my work here, making these videos and making this work in communications.
So the big project that I worked on is establishing a strategic direction for the organisation. I think that SeeBeyondBorders for the last couple of years has grown and changed quite a lot, and there's been a huge amount of effort that's gone into the development of some really amazing programs. So I did a lot of work over my first 2 or 3 months with all the staff here and with the leadership team and management team in Sydney to develop a picture of what SeeBeyondBorders wanted to be and where we were going as an organisation.
When I first started with SeeBeyondBorders, we had just switched over to a new accounting system. So a lot of my job was making sure that things were processed into it and they were accurate, and we had switched over correctly from the previous system to the new system.
The work that I'm doing now compared to what I was doing before is much more closely connected with the programs themselves, and there's very little distance between us and the people who are implementing the projects.
It was really good working with the staff in SeeBeyondBorders. It's pretty amazing to see so many talented Cambodians working in this organization, and that's one of the most satisfying things working here.
The staff at SeeBeyondBorders are truly amazing. So many times we have said how rare it is to work for an organisation that is just full of amazing people. So often you're in a workplace and there are some great people, but then there are some who are, not as committed. But at SeeBeyondBorders, they are so engaged and really believe in, what we are trying to achieve, and they bring great skills and ideas to the table.
Living in Battambang has been an incredible experience. It was amazing when I got here. It's a fantastic little vibe in Battambang itself. It's a very local, family-orientated community, and there's a great hubbub, I suppose, in downtown Battambang.
It's been good, and the team will take you out and show you temples and the sites out and around town. So yeah, it's a good town. It's hot in Cambodia, and I will not miss bugs and mosquitoes at all. Just not going to miss them. But yeah, that's part of living in the tropics.
There's a great aspect of living in Battambang, which is the nature around it, and there's all these old temples you can visit and all this great scenery and all the animals around. There's even one cave from which you can see bats coming around for 45 minutes straight, and it's just incredible.
The difficulty is language, of course. Most people don't speak English. So on a day-to-day living, like trying to get your tires fixed could be a bit difficult. But generally hand gestures are pretty good.
As a vegetarian, Cambodian food has been challenging, but fortunately I eat fish, so I found lots of things that I can eat.
Cotton sheets. You need cotton sheets. It's very, very, very hot.
I like this office. You don't wear shoes. There's goats opposite that escape fairly regularly. There's chanting from Buddhist temples nearby. So yeah, very sort of relaxed, but everyone's focused on what they're doing.
To be a volunteer with SeeBeyondBorders involves you coming in with your mind wide open. You're here because you have some expertise that SeeBeyondBorders wants and needs, but you're also coming into a fantastic organisation that already knows what it's doing and just needs hands on deck. So you might come in thinking you're going to do something and you'll end up doing something entirely different, and you're going to have an amazing time doing it. So strap up, you'll enjoy it.